Zach Braziller, New York Post. For either Stanley or Kaleb, T.J., there's a lot of positive things said about him before tonight, and I guess tonight just further cemented him. What do you think it is about him in these clutch moments that he seems to just come up with play after play?
Over the season, TJ's really developed into the rock on our team, the leader. He's someone that, in clutch situations, everyone on our team is confident with him having the ball in his hands. He's just a great basketball player, and like I said, we're all confident in him. He always makes the right play.
I'll answer this, Steve.
Kaleb, Arizona Republic, and Kaleb, by nature of your position, you're always facing a lot of tough talent inside. What was 270 pounds of Stainbrook like to battle with? It seemed like you guys are having some good fights.
He's a great basketball player. His size, he does a great job of using it. His team does a great job of getting him the ball in positions where he can be successful. With him, it's tough because he's not only a good scorer, but he's also a great passer, and that was something that we knew we had a game plan for tonight. But he's a great basketball player. He did a great job today. But I think our resolve was too much for them.
Back here, please.
Sam Fassini, CBSSports.com. Kaleb and TJ, do you guys have any initial thoughts on getting a chance to avenge last season's loss in the West Regional Final? And getting a chance to go to the Final Four?
Obviously it's a big game to, return to the Elite Eight and play the exact same opponent as we did last year and come up short. But, we're going to take it, as any game like we would be playing anyone else. And it doesn't matter if we're playing Wisconsin or if we were playing North Carolina. We would game plan the same. And, it happened to be Wisconsin, so we're not making this game any bigger than it needs to be.
We're going to go right here, then we'll go at you.
Okay, Manny Nunez with Global Basketball. Game was going back and forth until Stainbrook actually committed 3 fouls within a minute and a half late in the second half. You guys had control of the game, but do you guys feel as if that was kind of the big turning point to finish the game off?
I think the big turning point in the game was our rebounding. We were getting out-rebounded the whole game. The first war, which is the first 4 minutes of the second half, we got rebounded by 5. And I think in the wars when he's out of the game, maybe having a 270-pound body out of the way to go get rebounds, we started getting rebounds and we got the advantage on the boards. And, it's the story of the season for us. When we defend and rebound, it's hard to beat us.
Zach Braziller, New York Post. TJ, it obviously was hairy there for a while. They were up 4. Was there any thought in your mind that this could be it, or were you just determined not to let your career end tonight?
You kind of said it there. I'm determined to not let it end, and I don't want it to end. We're kind of playing with a mentality of refuse to lose and do whatever it takes. And, a lot of teams would have folded in our position tonight, but we showed a lot of heart and resiliency, and, big players made big-time plays, and I'm proud of all my teammates.
We'll go right here in the second row, please.
TJ, where did you feel your game start to change? You looked a little bit frustrated in the first half.
Yeah, in the first half, you could have said I was practically playing for Xavier, how many times I passed them the ball, and I couldn't hit a water if I fell out of a boat from 3. But, we just kept fighting, and in the second half, I got rolling a little bit, and I got to credit all my teammates. They were the ones that got me the ball and made the plays.
Roger, go ahead.
Roger Rubin from the New York Daily News. For Kaleb and TJ, you guys are getting this rematch tomorrow, and a lot of times teams look back on the last loss of the previous season and it drives them. Is that a game that you have spent much time thinking about between then and now?
Yeah, after we lost to them, it gave us a long time to think about it, and we watched them go to a Final Four and lose at the buzzer to Kentucky, and we thought that should have been us, but that's driven all of us to work as hard as we did in the summer and as hard as we did this season to be as good as we are. And we have great respect for Wisconsin, but we're going to come out ready and play Arizona basketball.
Even though last year our loss to them was devastating for all of us on the team, it kind of provides a level of familiarity with how they play. They're a very similar team to the one they had last year. So our game plan might be a little bit different this year. Like I said, the level of familiarity will hopefully kind of sway it in our way. But we're all looking forward to being in the Elite Eight. It's an accomplishment. We're 34-3. You know, we're excited to just be in the Elite Eight and be able to play.